Hi everyone, it's Sandy Chong here from the Australian Hairdressing Council, and I have with me today Rosemary Sinclair from auDA. Now that's the AUDA. We're going to find out exactly what is auDA and why should every one of you engage with auDA at the moment. So welcome Rosemary, thank you so much for coming on with the Australian Hairdressing Council and explaining exactly what is auDA. I've got a series of questions for you and so welcome. And I guess the first one is, well, what is auDA and why register a .au domain when we already have our registered domains like com.au, etc. Why do we need to do a .au?
Let me start with what's auDA, because nobody's ever heard of auDA. And yet what we do is critical to pretty much every Australian every day. If you go to a website that ends in .au or you send an email that ends in .au, then we're the little organisation that makes sure the website's working and the email gets to where it needs to go to. And we do that using complicated technology and a whole policy framework. But that's what we do. We really run Australia's part of the internet, which is .au.
That's amazing. And, you know, I didn't realise that you actually did all that. So it's really interesting to actually hear from you. So how does a .com.au differ from a .net.au or a .org.au?
So in the big .au domain, we have different types of what we call namespaces. So .com.au or .org.au. And what they signify is different sorts of organisations or entities. So in .com.au, you're a commercial business. In .org.au, you're a not-for-profit association or organisation. In .gov.au, you're a government body or agency. So those different namespaces are for different types of organisations.
So we're with the Australian Hairdressing Council, we're a .org.au, and should we also register for a .au?
So the .au Direct is a new namespace. It's in addition to the existing ones. And what we're seeing is that it's for innovation, entrepreneurs, tiny little businesses, marketing campaigns. It's just another choice that people have. And it's very easy to register in .au because what you need to do is prove valid Australian presence, birth certificate, permanent residency, or an organisation registered in Australia. And that's all the identification, if you like, that you need to register a .au direct name.
Okay. So how can a business owner register their corresponding .au direct name?
The best way to do it is to go to your registrar. The person, the company who is already handling your .com.au will be able to provide you with advice on the .au direct. You can, of course, choose at any time to go to another registrar, but what you're looking for is an accredited registrar. Yep. We provide a list on our website of all the auDA accredited registrars.
Okay, so when we do register, so there's a priority allocation. Yeah, so what does that mean?
The priority allocation process is all about giving people who already hold a name in .au, a .org.au, for example, 6 months to think about whether they want to hold the .au direct match to that name. Now, lots of people will want to do that. They'll want to try out new products and services. There'll be a whole range of things that we see existing name holders want to do in that new namespace. At the end of 6 months, if you've decided not to register in .au direct, then those names will become available to anybody else. But
oh, sorry. I was going to say, which means for me, though, that would be protecting your brand, wouldn't it? So for my own company,
yes,
I would definitely want to register .au to protect my own brand.
That is a consideration, Sandy, exactly, that many people want to do this for brand protection. What we're finding is when people do that, take the .au direct, all of a sudden they find other uses for the .au direct. So they've got their main website and that just stays exactly the way it is. And in .au direct, they can try new services, new products, new ways of communicating with their clients. It just provides an innovation avenue, really.
Okay, sounds amazing. So, so with auDA, what is your actual role?
Our role is to run the .au for Australia. We do that under endorsement for the federal government. So Australia's .au is seen as a critical public resource for Australians. And during the pandemic, heavens knows, we all actually experienced that, you know, in real time. But we run the .au for Australia using very open and transparent consultation processes. So that's how, for example, we landed on the 6-month priority allocation period, because people said the fairest way to do this new thing is to give existing name holders a chance to think about it. So that's how we go about our business, and that's really what we do.
So just a couple more questions. So as a business owner, when would I ever need to contact you?
Well, really, the first port of call is your registrar. But if you've got any concerns, any queries, you're not sure what's happening with your name, you think that someone's got a name that they shouldn't have, there's a whole range of different inquiries. First port of call is the registrar. And then if you're not satisfied with that decision, then back to auDA. And it's pretty straightforward in terms of contacting us, but it's a range of different issues.
Yeah, and that does happen where there are certainly concerns where someone's searching your name, or you search your name and someone else comes up, and it's like,
yes,
how did that happen? So what resources do you have available though for businesses?
We've got a range of fact sheets. One of our important roles is awareness and information, not only about domain names and the domain name system, but importantly, we've got a lot of information at the moment about .au direct and how to go about that, but also information about cybersecurity and really quite a vibrant membership program, which has got a whole lot of other information.
Which brings me to, I guess, just my last question for you, Rosemary, is what is the benefit of membership? And I must admit, you one word you said then, which is my biggest concern in business, is cybersecurity. I'm always fearful, you know, and of the things that come through your phone, through your emails, everything, but really concerned when it comes to cybersecurity. But what is the benefit of membership then? Like, should our members join you?
The benefit of membership, as we see it, particularly for small business, Sandy, is the provision of information and a very lively events program. We've talked about cybersecurity in a number of events this year. We try to do it in plain English and in 45 minutes, but getting the message out to Australian small businesses about cybersecurity is absolutely critical. And there's all sorts of things that people can do that are really straightforward and simple, as long as you know about it. So information is the main benefit. But I would also add, we're building a set of resources around how other businesses are using the internet. So innovation would be another benefit that I would suggest. And our membership is complimentary, and it takes 2 minutes on the website. For us, it's just extraordinarily valuable to have the most diverse membership we can possibly have, because that way we know how people are using the internet, what they find challenging, what they're interested in. It really keeps us on our toes.
Okay. So it is a free membership, so I will definitely be joining myself personally.
Thank you.
And it sounds like there's a lot of resources, there's a lot of benefits, and there's a lot of information that auDA can provide a small business person like me. and even
Yes.
as an organisation, as in the Australian Hairdressing Council.
Yes.
But I would love to get you back and sometime talk about cybersecurity, because as I said, it's a real concern, and it's a real concern for small businesses as well, where we don't understand it. But my God, I'm always so careful about, opening a link that I don't expect. But, it's happened to me as well, where I do click on something like
all of us, Sandy, all of us.
I know. But anyway, well, thank you so much for your time today and explaining auDA. And so I guess the message to everyone is make sure that you jump on board. We're going to put all the links, on here so that you know exactly where to go, so you can register with auDA, become a member of auDA. It is a free membership, and it's the information, the resources that you'll have at your fingertips that I think as a small business is really important today. We need to be informed. So thank you so much, Rosemary, and I hope that I can get you back as well to chat some more.
I'd be delighted to come back, Sandy. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.